Did you know, guys, that your Volkswagen is full of tips and tricks that you might not even know about? So in this video, we've got speed limit warning to cover, lane assist, tips for your multimedia system, auto locking and locking as you walk away, and loads of other things. So here's 10 tips and tricks which will help you out with your Volkswagen for 2026. So how do you know if this video is for you? Well, if you have the large screens that Volkswagen have on their multimedia systems now in their cars, have a look at the top right and see if you've got these colourful icons like this. If you have, then most of this video should apply to you. If you have the previous multimedia system, I'll link that down below in the description, as there's some separate tips and tricks for that one. But anyway, without any further interruption, let's dive into number 1. So starting at tip number 1, the first thing, and this is the easiest one in this list by far, is of course the temperature controls and volume controls underneath the screen just here. Did you know that you can of course touch them just like this, but you can also swipe them, and this applies to the volume control as well. So just swipe like this. This is especially useful if you need to increase the temperature by a lot. Rather than having to go like this all the time and keep tapping the screen, you can just swipe and it'll cover a lot more ground than just by tapping it. Now for tip number 2, specifically relates to these things, your mirrors, and there's a setting on the car that you can choose to adjust both of them. So yes, this is called Synchronous Adjustment. Now I think the main reason for why you'd want to do this is if you want to look at your blind spot, maybe you're towing something, or maybe you just need to see in an area where you can't see with your mirrors, and you want them both adjusted at the same time. To do this, go onto the menu on the top right, then tap Vehicle. Once you're in here, make sure you're on the Vehicle tab on the left hand side, then navigate to the Exterior section and then go to Mirrors. In here you can turn on Synchronous Adjustment. So if I turn this on, now when I adjust the mirrors over here, so let me select the driver's side and move this, it will also move this mirror over here as well. Useful if you need to see a little bit further than you would normally and have both mirrors change at the same time. Now for tip number 3, lower in reverse gear. I would always recommend this be on because we know what curbs are like and how easy it is to damage alloy wheels on how big they are sometimes these days. So if you have that enabled, when you reverse, the left mirror over there will go down very much like this here. As you can see, it just goes down and then you can clearly see the curb and just stops you having to curb alloy wheels. As soon as you put it back in drive, it will go back up again, so I always have that enabled. For tip number 4 is to make use of, well, the customization that you can now do on Volkswagen multimedia systems, and more specifically, the Favourites Bar. So what am I talking about then? Well, it's on the top here, so if you hold on one of the icons or tap the plus that's next to it, it will bring up the Adjust Favourites menu, and in here you can customise all of these that now have like a square around them, and all of these down here. So the top part first. Let's say you make a phone call every time you get in the car. Well, all you need to do is just select the icon that you want to change. So let's do this one and just add the phone there. So now from the home screen, you can now access the phone book straight away. Now I don't have my phone connected at the moment because I'm using it for filming, but you kind of get the idea. So one thing you could do is even add the speed warning alert to turn it off. And yes, we'll get to that in a minute, but yes, you could even put that onto the top up here. And now you can just turn it on and off with one simple press. Oh, we love that. But that's not the only thing. There's a few pages you can actually customize and change, and basically change all those up there. Now, if you have messed it up completely and you just want it back to default, just tap the menu button and then factory settings and then OK, and it goes back to how it was before. But oh no, we're not done yet. You can also customize the climate control. So yes, all of these that now have a square on them, you can go in here and adjust the bottom part. So I don't know, maybe you use max AC quite a lot, or over here you might use something else like warm my hands for some cars that have a heated steering wheel. Or maybe you really want the auto fan speed to be over here. So yes, you can customize it and control it the way you would like. So yes, there aren't many car manufacturers that allow you to do that. However, for this next one relates to the key, and I wish I had this on my car. Now, if you're lucky enough to have keyless entry on your Volkswagen, and I have tested this does work on a couple of models. This is on a Volkswagen Golf with, of course, the keyless access package. But if you enable this on settings, you can have your car automatically unlock and lock as you walk up to it and when you walk away. Allow me to demonstrate. So firstly, you need to enable it. So let's go menu and then vehicle. After this, make sure you're on the vehicle menu on the top left there, and make sure you're on the exterior tab, and then swipe across. And then not to that menu, to the next one. I know there's a lot of menus here. opening and closing, and then lock vehicle when walking away and unlock vehicle when approaching. And then, as if by magic, I've got the key in my pocket, but I don't need to press anything because it's just going to lock as you walk away. Oh, and it unlocks when you come back again. I want that in my car. Oh yes guys, and if you're enjoying this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button because we've still got more tips to go through, and one of them is in fact, again on the multimedia system. Now this is a light mode and dark mode. Now a lot of phones have this these days, so it's quite easy to toggle between the two, but you can actually do this on the multimedia system as well. Now by default, every Volkswagen I've ever been in, I think is always on dark mode, correct me if I'm wrong, but all you do is just swipe down from the top and then you can see it there on the top right. So tap on dark and then change it to light. Just makes the screen that much more brighter. Shame it's not on auto mode, but at least you can toggle between the two, light mode and dark mode. Now this next one specifically relates to if you have a plug-in hybrid in the Volkswagen range. Now don't worry if you don't, we've got a couple more tips just after this one, but this is so useful for plug-in hybrid owners. Basically, with a plug-in hybrid you have an electric motor and an engine, and by default the car is going to run on electric for pretty much the entire time, well all of your short journeys anyway, you guys all know this. So for example, I've had this car for the past week and I've been driving on electric this entire time and I've got 300 mpg. It's pretty good. But sometimes there can be instances where you don't want to run on electric, you want to save that electric for a future point in your journey, so you want to use the engine instead. And you can do that in this, it's very, very well hidden. So to change this, all you do on the screen, tap on mode on the top right hand corner of the screen, then go on to hybrid, and then make sure you're running on the hybrid profile, and then in here you can do manual control, and then when this is selected it will try and retain that battery where it is and the engine will just come on and you'll use that instead. This is perfect, for example, if I was to travel where I am right now in Poole all the way to London and I wanted to save electric for when I'm going to be stuck in London rush hour. Yeah, I don't want to do that, but that is one example that you could use that for. Now here's a question for you. Have you ever had your Volkswagen just randomly slam on the brakes when you're reversing out of your driveway or in a car park, for example, and whoever's nearby is miles away? Yes, I've had that happen in various car brands before, and Volkswagen have a very similar thing in this, although I have found it's not as sensitive, but you may wish to switch it off. To do this, initially I thought it was under Assist, but it is in fact under the P menu. So go in here and then go to Settings, scroll down the page and you'll find Manoeuvre Braking. Just toggle this off and it will stop the car randomly braking when you're parking in the car park or reversing out of a space. Yes, I've definitely had that happen before in a car park, and yeah, my heart sank through the floor, but then I realised it was just the car just being overly protective, shall we say. Two more, let's go out on the road. Okay, here's something that always crops up in every car brand that I review on YouTube, and that is that speed warning thing. You know the thing I'm talking about, the one that bongs at you when you're not speeding. And here is a very, very good example of it, where it doesn't really work particularly well, and I'll show you how to turn this off the quickest way possible. I found a shortcut. So I'm in the town centre at the moment. It is 30 miles an hour on this road. I'm just going to go around the roundabout and go back exactly where I just came from, and the road will continue to be 30 miles an hour, but keep an eye out on the left hand side. In a second you'll see it says 20. So over there on that side road it's 20, and look at what the car does. It's 30, shows 30, it sees the sign and then says 20, and now it's going to bing at me or bong at me. Bing, bong, bing or bong? Still bonging at me. Yeah, it's 30 here. I was about to say 20. It's confusing me. It's 30. So point being, you might not be speeding, but you might want to turn it off. I found a few shortcuts. So yes, as nice as the speed warning thing is to see what the speed limit is for the road you're on, I mean, for example, now it says 30 when it definitely is 5 miles an hour in this car park. It gets it wrong sometimes. I will admit it's like 90% accurate, but 10% can be damn right annoying. So to turn it off, on your home screen here, all you do is just go to Assist on the top there, and then you can see speed warning. and it's just as simple as toggling it off like that. However, there are a few alternatives which might actually be quicker. One of the other ways is to utilise that favourites menu that we saw earlier. So if you go to the plus symbol, we can add speed warning up here. So then, when you're on the home screen, you can toggle the speed warning off and on up there like that. So that is by far the quickest way. There is another way. You can also utilise the instrument cluster over here. Volkswagen are famous for having lots of customization on their instrument clusters. So if you press the view button, you can actually scroll through these different things. So there's like an assistance menu here, sat nav full screen over there with loads of information, and then there's a single dial, and then all the stats as well. The one we want is the assistance menu, which is that one with the sort of like radar cruise control. When you're on that, if you press up or down, you can then view the speed warning and toggle it off here, just like that. And that brings me to the final tip, lane assist. Well, you can see it there. You can also turn off lane assist here. And then on the main screen over here, if you want to turn off lane assist here, just go to the assist menu, and then you can turn off lane assist there, just like so. Although I will add, I haven't found a way to put it on the top menu. Maybe there's a way, but I certainly haven't found a way from the various times I've been using Volkswagen multimedia systems. So there we go then, guys, that concludes this week's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like and hit that subscribe button down below. Your support is greatly appreciated. But thank you so much for watching. Until next time, see you then.